Hey y'all, y'all remember Sonya Massey? Um, Massey, I'm sorry. Young lady was shot by the police officer and then was charged, but he said he pleaded not guilty. Uh, this video is 16 hours before the fatal shooting. Um, she's gonna come up and she over to her mom's house. Her mom don't know what's going on with her daughter, but she know her daughter has some mental illnesses going on with her. And she take medication, but they called the doctor. They called the police on her because she had it was a lot of confusion going on, and they just wanted Sonya to leave. So they called the officer, and the officer tried to get her some help, got her things out the house and everything. And 16 hours before the incident, the fatal shooting of Sonya, we didn't know that they didn't know this was gonna be their last time seeing Sonya. So the mama said she wasn't violent and everything. Because Sonya did. She walking. You see her right here with her bags in the hand. The police got her bags and everything, and the medication and everything out the house, and she got it in her hand. At her home, her water, gas, and lighting, everything was off. So when the officer arrived at her house, well, I'm going a little ahead of y'all. So she's gonna sit down inside the car. They're gonna try to get her some help. She left the hospital that she was in, and she didn't want to be there, so she signed herself out. Some hospital, when they not that bad in mental illnesses, they'll let them sign themselves out. The officer told Sonya she can have a seat in her car. That's her car she's sitting in. At first, she alleged said they had her keys, and they did have her keys and phone. I don't know. I guess she don't have no gas. I don't know what's wrong with the car, but the officer called at this time. He's calling her for help. Sonya said herself that she needs some help, y'all, and that kind of disturbed me a little bit because she needed some help and she asked for help. But then when they offered her the help, then she didn't act like she want that kind of help. But she was always said food, water, gas, light, and all that stuff. Then she was crying over her kids, okay?
Yep, they're mine too.
So she couldn't find the planner.
Really?
Yeah, she said she can't find it. She said she didn't find these though. She said those are yours. She was saying that like all y'all stuff inside is kind of like in one area for the most part. And she said she checked all through there and couldn't find the planner. So I don't know.
My planner, y'all. They're on my bill.
So far, things that Sonya is saying, she had told the officer the truth. Everything she said was in the house. It was in the house. And Sonya was saying it's more like her mom has the problem, too. But they both has issues, okay? But Sonya's don't seem like hers too deep, but she do take medication. And she didn't take them that morning. That's what she said. They didn't give her time to take them. So the young lady standing right here, y'all, you can see that Sonya was talking to her and telling her how that her mom, was Alzheimer and dementia and stuff like that. And all that, she was explaining to this lady who trying to get her some help. Sonya ended up going with the lady. You can hear, I'm going to play a little bit of this video. You can hear Sonya. Only thing, like I said earlier in the video, that she continuously said that their children don't have no food and money and stuff, but they don't live with her no way. They live with their father. So let's listen to this.
No water, no light. I've been having my last place for 6 years. I've stayed down here for 5 years. I see that on the corner right there where my aunt stayed. My mom stayed right there, so it was convenient that I ended up going out that way. There's my peaceful.
Allegedly, y'all, mentally something going on here because Sonya said, the earlier part of the video, I was telling y'all that Sonya said she left her phone in there. So Sonya just realized that's not her phone, that's her mom's phone. So that's the phone in the officer's hand right there that she got there. But the mom, the one gave it to the officer. So you see, it's a little bit, a lot of health uh, situation going, mental health situation going on where it is confused. So Sonya's phone is still in the house. Okay, and listen to.
That's probably your mom's phone that she's looking for, but she's the one that handed it to me.
See, he said, you hear the officer say, well, she the one handed it to me. Lord have mercy. So, in other words, Sonya going to end up leaving with this lady. Either she going to get her some help.
I tried to go voting.
Okay, later on that evening, y'all, the first video we covered was talking about what happened before, and they said and this is afterward. Now, Sonya's mom was telling the police that Sonya was having like a mental meltdown. Okay, but y'all got to realize that both of them could be having one. Okay, because it looked like when the police knocked on the door, wasn't nothing wrong with Sonya. She was there by herself, and she was boiling water. Okay.
Mentally, having a mental breakdown. She thinks everybody's after her.
Hours later.
On July the 6th, so y'all can remember this video right here, Sonya Massey called the police herself. And she immediately told them that she heard somebody knocking on the side of her house. So, the police walked through, and they did a walkthrough. They didn't see anything. Okay, standing in the doorway is Sonya Massey, okay? I'm talking to the officer here. This is what she told the officer. She said it sounded like, I found this information that she found. It sounds like somebody was banging on the side of my house. I don't know. Could y'all come and see? So they did go, one of the officers, they did go check. You can see her still at the door talking to the officer. Okay, in a very nice tone of voice, okay? Now, y'all, this something right here that Funny acting grandmama don't understand is why is he in her house? I mean, he didn't have to come in her house. He could have stayed on the front porch where he was, knowing that he's gonna notice that a pot on the stove, she was boiling water. Okay, instead of him going over there, telling his officer friend to turn off the stove for the benefit of both of them to be safe. No, he tells Sonya's to go do it. This officer standing right here. He's 30 years old, okay? And Sonya's sitting there. She talking to the officer. She ain't yelling. She ain't screaming. She's not a threat. So she's sharing some information with him. Now watch what happened. So there you go, right here. He asked Sonya. The officer told Sonya, and I'm gonna hold on, y'all. This is when everything happened. Okay. He told Sonya get away from the hot steaming water. Okay. So he waited till she picked up the hot water as if she was gonna. He was thinking that she was gonna throw it at him. Okay. He kept moving toward. If he thought she was gonna throw it at him, why is he's moving closer to the water? Okay. People, this was going to be the last time that we seen Sonya, okay? Sonya was shot by that 30-year-old officer, which pleaded not guilty, but he was charged for the incident that happened to Sonya Massey, okay? This shouldn't have happened. This shouldn't happen at all. This should have been done differently, and he shouldn't have been in her house, number one. Number two, you shouldn't have invited her to that stove or hot water. And number three, your partner should have said something to prevent you from going further than you were going. And I would have said, no. I turn off the stove. Everything could have been done differently in this situation. Y'all tell me what y'all think. I think he needs to get time. He need to get time. He need to be pressed. I hate that this happened to Sonya on the same day at the beginning of this video. Y'all, this is so sad. It was a sad case. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.